Mattyvison.com. Thank you, Walter Payton, Sweet Feet, for showing up. Boy, that was a trick getting to him, let me tell you. We're here for the Sports Report with Dr. Dugan, Muggsy, and Bugsy. What's up for this day, Monday, October 24th, 2011. What's going on? Jimmy Johnson just about eliminated from the Sprint Cup for all you NASCAR fans out there. Woo-hoo.
I know you're really sad about that, huh?
Boo Johnson. We're going to touch real quick right now. I think a little Albert Pujols home run connection, Muggs.
Well, it's hard to argue 3 home runs in a game. Only Reggie Jackson, Babe Ruth ever done it. So, but I mean, that's about it I have on Albert Pujols tonight.
Pretty cool. Good luck. Good series for baseball fanatics. It's not really a driving force in teams, the Cardinals and Rangers, but good luck to you. I'm kind of pulling for the Rangers for my good buddy Mikey Stein, but I like the Cardinals. I told you, I love when Ozzie Smith comes out and does his cartwheels on the field before the game. It's great.
If this series goes to 7, I'm interested to see what the rating will be. You know, like a Game 7 of the World Series with 2 teams that, you know, the coasts, East and West Coast don't really
say what it is, not the Yankees or Red Sox.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Okay, I saw something in the paper today. It was in the back section about a Tommy T-Bone or some Tommy T-Bone.
Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow, yeah.
Tebow.
Who's this Tim Tebow kid?
It's T-Bone. I say it's T-Bone.
Yeah.
Tebow!
Well, Tebow.
Coco the Monkey Boy.
Coco the Monkey.
I'm T-Bone. Hey.
T-Bone. Anyways, Tim Tebow.
Sharon!
Former Gator, great University of Florida, and former current Superman.
Is that this?
And yeah. And that's funny because his first game starting of this year is in Miami, Miami. So all the fans there were doing the Gator chops because even though it was an away game, he had quite a bit of supporters there. I don't know if you noticed.
He's a popular kid.
Popular kid. Led them to a comeback, a fourth quarter comeback, an 18-15 overtime win.
Most anticipated game of 2 teams that had a combined 1-9 record ever, I think.
Well, and that's Tebow's deal. He's polarizing. People are going to care. I watched the entire game, and you know, it was kind of a boring game, but you want to watch this guy. You want to see what he's going to do next. And for 3.5 quarters, he was absolutely horrific as a quarterback, in my opinion. But he had 2 big drives to tie the game up at the end. A big quarterback draw to 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
At the end of the 4th, pretty much as time was about to expire.
Running out, yeah. And was it Dan Marino that coughed up the ball in overtime? Or no, Dan Marino's not walking through that door, folks.
Laces out, Dan.
Laces out, and that's the question is, you know, Tim Tebow, he was, the first 3.5 quarters, he was 4 for 14 for 40 yards. Like, at any level, of anything you do, if you do anything only 4 out of 14 times, except hit a baseball, then that's a failure.
Yeah, but at least he wasn't throwing the ball away like Kyle Bull or Carson Palmer was.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's because I think at times he was that inaccurate that he couldn't even find the field.
The other team, he couldn't find the fins.
So you turn on the TV right about now. That's all you see is Tim Tebow come back. You know, is he good? Is he? You know, is that something a Bronco family should be excited about?
But they got the win. That's all. That's
all
that's
win.
Gonna matter.
That's all that matters.
When was the last time Miami had any kind of season?
You know, a couple years ago.
They were in the playoffs. What, 3 years ago, 2008, they won
the division.
That was the year Brady tore his ACL in the first minute of that. So that was.
I mean,
that was a beautiful scene. Yeah. That was a beautiful sight.
You love Tom Brady.
I do not like Tom Brady.
The fact of the matter is, Tim Tebow. I mean, I'm not a coach, or I've never been a quarterback. It looks like he holds on to the ball for too long. It looks like it takes them forever to recognize the progressions and the coverages of the defense. He's a good guy. He's a good football player.
I mean, you can't deny
a little under average quarterback.
Yeah, you certainly can't argue his passion for the game, but I mean, 4th quarter. I mean, it takes having trust in your teammates, no matter who you are, who you're playing, to be down 15-0 with 5 minutes left, showing nothing on offense, and all of a sudden you're bing, 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 onside kick, bing, bing, bing.
One glaring fact that we can't ignore is it was against the Miami Dolphins, who are still winless, and
they're going to be
maybe the first-ranked team and the Andrew Luck sweepstakes.
Yeah, it's between them or the Indianapolis Colts at this point.
Or Rams too.
Or the Rams. we're going to get that later.
Without going into the Colts, once again, let me say that Peyton Manning should retire. He will go down in the Hall of Fame as the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL because no one player has ever left a team to that much disaster ever. I can't come up with any team in the history of football that folded as much from one player.
Yeah, the Colts got a major beatdown. Primetime Sunday Night Football yesterday against the Saints, who had no mercy on them whatsoever.
Yeah, Sean Payton calling plays up in the booth after tearing his leg up. Drew Brees had 5 touchdown passes and only 4 incomplete passes.
I mean, and then they just did not take off the gas pedal, and
that's what
I think the Colts, in my opinion, their season is over. I think the players are going to be so, distraught by the huge beatdown where everyone was watching. Not the World Series.
How do you go from being potential Super Bowl candidates every year to the Detroit Lions? It takes your breath away.
Yeah, I know it's tough, and you feel bad for guys like Reggie Wayne and Dwight Freeney.
I don't feel bad. They're going to take a nice paycheck at the end of the day.
They got their rings.
We're gonna take a break right now. We got to take a break right here. Our sponsor, MJ Spot Crane Service, 5620700 demands that we take a break. Coming up after the break, we're going to continue a little football talk. Dream big, kids.